Hello, my loves. This is Innocent Smith, aka the Wellness Witch from She She Witchy Wellnez. And I know that this is a little bit different because you guys are kind of used to, at the moment, seeing just the screen and my surface, whatever that is at the moment, right, as far as the readings go. But I decided to bring you something a little different today. So I wanted to share with you an oracle deck and to really explain to you how that can be used to do a simple divination reading. Oracle decks on the whole can be used as companions to tarot, but they can also be used all on their own, right? For a really in-depth reading. They can be used for simple readings, like you can do an oracle for a one-card reading. You can do it for clarification. You can do it as like a Lenormand spread, right? You can do it in a multitude of ways. And the oracle decks that I wanted to pull from for you today, first of all, is Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle by Patrick Valenza. Love his work. Particularly love this deck. It's not the only one that I have from Patrick, but it's one of my favorites. And then we will see what Spirit has to say. If we'll get at all into the Memento Mori Oracle as well, by Claire Goodchild. And I do have the tarot deck that goes to this one, right? But as I just wanted to talk about oracle decks today, I did not pull out the tarot for you, that is. So like I said, let's just see where we're going with that. But I was led to pull out the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. So if you have not seen it, and I did edge mine, right? So this is the back, right, of the cards. And they don't come like this, as I said. I edged mine. I pretty much at this point have edged, not all, but a good majority of my decks, tarot and oracle alike, because I just, I really like the energy of that, and it allows me to kind of vibe with the decks on a deeper level and really personalize them. So I totally enjoy doing that. I'm gonna pull a few. So we're just gonna see what Spirit wants you to know, all right? And before we get into this, let's just say, as this is a collective reading, right? It's not an personalized reading, it's not an individual reading. So saying that to say, only take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it's not your message. And this is not a personalized message, so everything's not going to resonate for everyone, right? But as it's a collective message, just tapping into the energy of the collective at this time. And saying that, first message that Spirit has for us right out of the gate is girl. So let's pull a few more cards before I can tell you what that is, because this is either for someone who's very much in their feminine energy or it's about a girl. Okay. Our next card is house. All right. Okay, so as you are already into it, Spirit, thank you so much for that. So what message do you have for the collective about this girl in a house? Okay, and then we have rats. And this rat came in upside down, right? I do read reversals. So if it comes up, I read them how they come up. And so I'll tell you what's going on with that. Okay, so far, we have a girl and a house and rat. And then the next message that Spirit has for us is key. And this key card also came in upside down, right? So let's see. All right. Girl, house, rat, key. Thank you, Spirit. Water on the reverse, upside down. Okay. So getting the message about a feminine spirit. Our next message that popped up was ribbon. All right, so far, let's see what we got. Girl, house, rat, key, water, and ribbon. And rat, key, and water all came upside down, right? So it's seeming like it's saying, this is funny. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I see so far. I literally just put out a invitation, right, for personalized astrology and sexuality readings for November, right? And now I'm accepting new clients for these readings for November. And so I'm getting the sense that there's someone that very much wants a reading, right? There's something that's been, I'll tell you where I'm getting this from. So the girl with the house and the rat, right? So there's this someone that has a problem. They feel like they have an issue. They're feeling possibly, unsettled or something in their home. Know this by the addition of the rat that's upside down, right? As if, something's kind of really been bothering them. And key is signaling that they are looking for a solution. They're looking for an answer. Possibly they're looking for a way out of this, and feeling like they're really kind of underwater in this situation. Hence the water. Like they just feel like everything is kind of upside down, and they're not really seeing a way through this thing right now. And ribbon is signaling to me that this message that I just put out, right, about the readings, is that someone is responding, at least with their energy so far, that they would really like a reading, an energy reading. Like that would be such a gift to them, because I put out for November for birthdays, right? Our next message that came up was time. So I'm getting the sense that this is divine timing for someone, that they've been waiting and they could really, really use this reading. So whoever you are, you know who you are. I don't know who you are yet. I literally just put this out a few hours ago, but I will be checking socials for a bit, and I will be announcing when that's coming. Also getting the message of storm, right? Time storm. So yeah, so this person is feeling like time is of the essence, whoever this is, right? Like it's kind of, they've been overwhelmed with things, and they feel like it's just been one thing after another, you know what I mean? Like coming on in their lives right now. And if this is you, please comment, please respond. Just comment me. Scourge was our next message. So with Scourge, that's saying that, this is a time to like really clear this thing out, to clear out your energy and find out what greater message Spirit has for you. Devil. Just a moment. So getting the sense, getting the message that someone has really been dealing with some issues and something that's kind of been plaguing them, right? Scourge is meaning, and Scourge, especially with the devil combined, is saying that, they've been having a tough time. They've really been going through it. Things have just been feeling like it's just been a show, like a deluge, a storm of just, issues coming up one after another, right? So again, I do encourage you, whoever this message is for, if this is your message, please contact me, and feel free to schedule your readings. So I will let you know that I'm working on a new system when it comes down to that, right, as far as the booking goes. But you're going to be able to go on to Buy Me a Coffee to book your readings from here. So if you feel like this message is for you and this is your reading, I'm only putting up a limited number of readings under Buy Me a Coffee, and the link will be in the description box. So head on over there, or you can go to my Etsy shop and get one. Final message, skull. So yeah, getting this sense that for someone, there's an ancestor that, has a message for you, right, that they're really trying to get across. Let's pull a few more cards and see. Okay, so since I got the skull message, right, I'm going to take that as a prompt to go ahead and pull from the Memento Mori Oracle really quickly. And again, this is a collective message. Keep that in mind. So if none of this is resonating for you, again, right, it's not your message. Only ever take what resonates, right? Take the meat, leave the bones. All right? I am not responsible for how you interpret my interpretations, but my messages are always given in love. So say that, right? And I hope that you receive it that way, because that's how it's sent out. So let's see what the Memento Mori has. And I'll tell you why I said that I felt like I was called to go ahead and pull from this deck. So this is the back of the Memento Mori, right? This is the final card that came up from the Mildred Payne's world. Okay. So let's see, what message does Spirit have for us at this time for the collective and whoever this person is for? So I'm going to ask Spirit that you give us definite confirmation with this and whoever this person is for, right? Like if these cards that come up do not resonate with you, again, this is not your message. Only if what I'm saying to you resonates, then you need to book your reading, okay? And I will be pulling for three complimentary readings for the month of November, but you have to enter, right? You have to comment. Plate lock. So whoever this message is for, there's something, oh gosh, okay, tear catcher. You got some emotions and some things that you've kind of tried to lock away, right? You've tried to bury your emotions. Perhaps, you know, this is something that was just ingrained in you and you've been conditioned to believe that you have to bottle up your emotions, hence padlock and tear catcher, right? But this is something that's really been bothering you. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming that. 4 crows just flew overhead. So that means something to you. 4 crows just flew overhead. But you've been trying to bottle this thing up. And Spirit, what do you want this person to know at this time regarding their reading? What is it that you want them to know? Man. Spirit is saying, man. What is it about this man? Dog. So that's suggesting that this man was very loyal, someone who is very loyal to you. And I'm saying was because this is a spirit, and it does not feel like this is someone who is with you presently. They could simply be removed from your atmosphere, right? Like they could be in a completely different realm, or they could have transitioned already. So just because I'm reading from the Memento Mori, right? And this is about transitioning and, you know, life and death situations, right? It does not always mean that a person has passed on. Just be clear about that. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Crystal ball. So I'm getting the sense, though, definitively from this card that this person has transitioned, but they've been trying to get a message out to you, right? And the crystal ball is saying that they are definitely trying to make things crystal clear for you. One way that you can take this is that, you know, perhaps you've been trying to contact them through a seance, or this is a time for a seance for you to communicate with this person. Perhaps that's how they want to reach out to communicate with you. Spirit, if that is your message, please confirm. Yeah, be integral. Be integral. So they're clearly saying that they want you to have a seance session. That they want to have a seance session. Planes. Let's take a breath. Not the time to make hot tea, I'm saying, but we did it anyway. Cool that off. Anyway, okay. So you want this person to have a seance, okay. What other final messages do you have for the collective at this time, Spirit? Funeral. So someone has recently lost someone. Yeah, obelisk. Obelisk. And if you notice here, I'm going to show you this really quick. Let that go by. Meantime, let's just let that go by, shall we? It gets a little difficult to try to speak over that, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, all right, so this person's trying to say to you, though, that this is your sign. They've been trying to give you signs, subtle signs, and clearly this has not been working, but there's a gathering, or has been a gathering, or is a gathering that's coming up. Could potentially be at a funeral home, but not necessarily. And they're saying to pay attention, right? To really pay attention to your surroundings at this time, and to pay attention to things that are going on. The obelisk is symbolizing a meeting point, though, between heaven and earth. So it's a very phallic symbol, right? It's a strong phallic symbol. And they're trying to let you know that they really, really want to meet with you at this time, right? That they're trying to have a gathering with you. What? Okay. So, amputation saw. All right, I'm getting this. Amputation saw. And so what that seems to be saying is that it's time for you to release something, to let go. Perhaps these bottled up emotions that you still have. For someone, I'm getting the sense that perhaps, you've not allowed yourself to grieve yet. You've not grieved this person, this relationship. And they're trying to say right now, okay, well, the final two cards. Spirit, you take them as you give them to me. Letter. That they clearly been trying to say something to you, right? And that this message that they have is for you and for you only. And it's really for you. And then our final message is from the whip, right? And the whip is about anger and abuse, even violence, discipline, some sort of strong disagreement, or an obsession. So don't know if perhaps this person, whoever this was, if they tried to communicate with you, right? Like if perhaps they left some sort of letter or communication for you, or it was just their intention. But either way, like this message is pretty clear. They really, really, very, very strongly want to get in touch with you guys. I know I said one final message, but I just feel like they're trying to say that there's more that they want you to know right now. Wow, okay. And then rope. So whip and rope. All right. And so when it comes down to it, ropes are about bondage, right? Like being bonded to something, being bonded to someone, tying things up, tying up loose ends most of the time. And it's also about very secure connections or entanglements, like something that could be holding you back, right? So as I said, when it came down to the whip, right, that this relationship, whatever it was, I'm getting the sense that it was not healthy, that, you know, whatever it is in this could have been a little toxic, right? And saying that, you know, this is a time to, let me show you this, plain. Okay, let me go back to this real quick and show you. So on this whip, right, if you notice, the whip is not loose, but it's like wound around itself. So that, to me, it's suggestive, right, that although, you know, there was some abuse there, it could have been abuse as in verbal, did not necessarily have to be physical, right? Like maybe some, you know, some harsh words were said, some things were said or were done, but we're saying right now that, you know, now's the time to loosen, to let go of those things. And that's further emphasizing the saw, the bone saw from earlier, right? Like it's really time to let go of those things. But again, that they want to meet with you, right? By session, by seance, okay, to get these things out in the air and clear it up. We have bear, followed by chiromancy. And so what that's telling me is that as someone who is very protective, very fierce, very loyal, and again, the bear is confirming the loyalty, like from the dog, right? But saying that someone's very, very fiercely protecting themselves and trying to protect their energy right now, right? And that's a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But the chiromancy is saying that this also, when it comes down to it, right, is like it's just a time to stop all of those things that are no longer serving you, to certainly let those things go, to stop those things that could, trying to put this in a way where it makes sense to you and it doesn't sound like we're being negative whatsoever, but in other words, they're saying you don't have to fear, you don't have to be so protective. Okay, I'm gonna say it this way, like perhaps you've been told in the past that, you know, things like astrology or divination in general, right, like cards, tarot, oracle cards, certainly, you know, cartomancy, like tea leaf readings, do you know what I mean? And all of those sorts of things, crystal balls, that those things are like not positive. Can't help it, it's the environment. That's why I don't usually record out here, but it's such a gorgeous day. Okay, so perhaps you've been told in the past that, you know, these sorts of things are not things, you know, that you need to be indulging in, and you fear that you're going to hear something that you don't want to hear. But I'm here to tell you, and your ancestors are confirming, right, that you don't have to be so fierce about this. You don't have to be so protective about this, because what's for you is for you, right? And the messages that they have for you that it comes from a place of goodwill and from love, right? That they are looking out for you. They are protecting you always. So you never have to fear that you're not protected, right? You are in charge of your own fate. You are in charge of your own destiny. It's time to stop, you know, with all the negativity and the negative thinking, and it's time to release these things. Release whatever this is that you're holding on to, that you've been holding on to, because it's not serving you. And I'm really getting the sense that, you know, this is about like forgiveness, and it's not for them, it's for you. Yeah, we're going to confirm that with the key, right? With the skeleton key, is that you control your fate, you control your destiny, and that whatever this is that you're going to learn from this session, however you choose to go about it, right? Be it a astrology reading, a sexuology reading, be it a seance, be it a crystal ball reading, however you do it, right? It's all divination. But however you choose to go about that, that source has some answers for you, the answers that you've been seeking, the answers that you've been asking about, you've been stressing about, right? Like all this stuff that's kind of like in your head that's really been going on and on with you, that they have the answers that you've been asking for. You have the answers that you've been asking for, but you're so in your head about it, you haven't been able to kind of sort it all out. So that's why they're prompting you and leading you to some spiritual guidance, so that you can, you know, put your cards out on the table, so to speak, and get everything, you know, laid out and like kind of clear it out, right? And that this person, whoever this is, right, has a message for you also. This message cannot harm you. This message cannot hurt you. And should you choose to forgive them, then, you know, that's only going to help you. It's only going to benefit you. But there's no pressure. There's no pressure. It's always your choice. It is absolutely always your choice. Right? Okay. And so with that, I'm going to end this reading, which became a lot longer than we intended. But anyway, just wanted to make sure that you got your message. Thank you so much for confirming. And those same 4 crow just came back. They went this way and then they crossed back this way. And so they're landed in the trees now and they're confirming this message. So to whoever this message is for, I wish you peace. I wish you love, right? I wish you blessings. As always, until next time, take care of yourself. And as I said, the information that you need to book your reading, however you choose, will be in the description box below, okay? I wish you nothing but peace and love. Ashe.